You're feeling strong, I mean, because this has been a lot of work to get to this moment.
Yeah, I imagine, last night, a very intimate gathering for the recording industry. The first part of our awards, 7 awards handed out last night, main focus on Vusi Mahlasela and Ray Phiri. So one imagines that in an intimate spotlight, if something goes wrong, it's amplified, whereas tonight, I'm sure a lot will go wrong that hopefully no one will know about, because we've just been planning for so long, and it's very, very big. I think nothing's going to go wrong. I believe that. We've rehearsed very, very hard. We've been in music rehearsals for over a month now with artists. We've been up here for a week now, full camera and dress rehearsal, so we're good to go.
Good, because I mean, this comes on the back of one could say a rather disastrous summers last year. I mean, that's what everybody was talking about. A lot of things going wrong, but I mean, I think it seems as though many more angles have been covered this year. Lessons learned from last year, and now it's a lot more smooth sailing. What one can tell from last night already.
I think that what one has to bear in mind is we're the premier music award show in South Africa, and our keen focus is on ensuring maximum return on investment for artists and record companies. We provide the ultimate spotlight for artists. An award can open a lot of doors, give people a lot of coverage that they may not have received in the past, give them a lot of media that they may not have received in the past. So really one has to focus and work really, really hard to ensure that, as I say, the spotlight is on our artists last night and tonight.
Brilliant. All right, let's talk about last night. I mean, you started off by talking about the Lifetime Achievement Awards and the tributes that were paid to Ray Phiri and Vusi Mahlasela, and I believe some unbelievable performances there. But I mean, these are two great musicians, and these are musicians that I imagine and I hope the younger ones look up to now and aspire to. I mean, is that the case, or do you see that there's a really different vibe happening in the music industry now?
I think what is significant is that Lifetime Achievement Award, one has to have been in the industry for 20 years. And I think last night we had Ray's former group, Stimela, on stage. We had artists like Lira Kabomo, Sipho Hotsticks Mabusi, part of the musical tribute. We had videos which featured nominees for this year, aka Zahara is obviously nominated for a number of awards. Zakwe is also nominated for a number of awards, and all saying something about having grown up listening to that kind of music, being aware of those sorts of artists. Even our presenters last night, someone that she was saying, I used to watch television with a generator at my granny's house, and I remember Ray. So yeah.
They are remembered by this generation, no matter what way you look at it. Other big winners from last night. I think this has to be a record. You might be, you know more than I do, but I mean, DJ Cleo, he walked away with the SAMA for one of the biggest two. Tell us about them.
Well, there are various downloads. I mean that are awarded during the course. There are True Tone downloads, ringbacks, and DJ Cleo scooped 2 awards for Facebook, over 250,000 downloads.
Wow. Is that a record in the country?
Well, I'm not sure, but it's a lot. Let's be honest.
You
get into those sorts of numbers, and I think that you recognize, as he mentioned in his speech last night, you recognize the power of the digital download.
Fantastic. I also saw that songs featuring Zahara. I'm also walking away with a couple of awards. I know that her big evening is tonight, but last night she also featured.
Well, in the case of last night, you had what we call the technical awards, so Best Engineer, Best Producer. She won for Best Engineer, and then Remix of the Year, DJ SBU, won for Attracted Features, Zahara.
Fantastic. And downloaded albums, was she also up there in terms of downloads? I'm putting you on the spot here so early in the morning, but I mean, this young girl has taken this music industry by storm, which I think is quite it's quite encouraging, because when one looks at music and you think, is it dying, that people are not buying CDs anymore, that people actually are just doing what we're saying, downloading in this, and yet people bought Zahara's CD and they continue to do so. It must be great for the music industry.
Well, what is very important is that we have a number of newcomers, including Zahara, Zakwe, and Mikasa, who are multiple award nominees. Charlize Berg, for example, who performed last night, has got more than 1 nomination. So the fact is, originally had more than 1 nomination, but what one's got to remember is it shows a keen interest in the case of the South African music lover, because usually it's really, really hard work if you're a newcomer to get anywhere. You know, you've got to work and work and work, and after a while people kind of get into you. The fact that we've got, as I say, those 3 nominees who, you know, have caught the attention of the public, and then, you know, people who've been around for a while who are still doing very, very well and getting awards. A lot of the engineers that were nominated last night have been in the business for a long time. I think on both sides, with newcomers and with people who've been in the industry for many years, like Ray and Vusi, it shows the strength, the power of the music, and the commitment of the South African music fan to South African music.
Fantastic. Let's talk tonight now, because this is really the big one. Even though tonight, last night was also seen as a big award ceremony, but tonight, what are any changes that we can expect to the usual lineup for the SAMAs, or is there such a thing as a usual lineup to the SAMAs?
Look, I think tonight what obviously one has to get right is the balance between awards and performances.
Yeah.
You know, that's always the difficult thing, because, you know, tonight the majority of people are going to engage with the MTN SAMAs on television. So one has really got to think about, you know, creating an award show that is exciting, because people want to see who the big winners are. They know who the nominees are. They want to see who the big winners are. And on the other hand, they want to see performances. They want to see their favorite artists on stage performing, having a good time.
Yeah.
And that's really going to be our focus in order to maintain that balance, and simply to create a show that is entertaining. And I think that we've got a lot of elements that are going to be very, very entertaining.
Fantastic. Well, Randall, congratulations so far. Tomorrow morning, I'm sure you're going to be drained after all is said and done. But first, you're CEO of the SAMAs, and we wish you the best of luck for tonight. So and thank you for waking up so early and being with us on Morning Live.
You wake up early all the time, so what can I say?
I know, it's ridiculous.